Art of Silence by Ken J. In life, moving in silence is key. If you want to be at peace, silence. If you are a battle of any kind, business, psychologically, emotionally, physically, silence is always your best bet. Chapter 1: Inner Silence. In order to be silent outside, we must first silence the mind. Our mind is filled with clutter from daily stress, hard work, constant stimulation, and noise. So much noise. All this results in added stress, less sleep, and less inner peace. To silence the mind, we must take a break from technology, go outside, close our eyes, and look within, and we will begin to find a little silence. But that is when you realize that there is so much going on in our heads, and from there we will realize I can't silence my mind completely. This is because there is a complicated system in our minds that needs calmed. Once you have realized this, it is time to put the tools of inner silence to practice. Tools of inner silence. As we sit in the sun with fresh air, as we begin to breathe in a rhythm, in for 4 seconds, hold, and out for 1 second, and hold. This breathing calms the mind and slows down the rhythm of our mind and heart. Continue to look within and practice this breath work. A daily practice of this will begin to silence the mind. This is the first tool to begin to silence the mind. As you continue this practice, you will realize that the mind is still, but that there is still turbulence, and that this is because our lives are designed to be hectic. So now you must distance yourself from the chaos. Change the music you listen to, change what you watch, change what you put in your mind. The less violence, the less anger, the less stressful content, the more calm the mind, the more inner peace. This is tool number 2 to silence your mind. You will now be much more at peace. As you take this into practice daily, when you can, if for an hour a day, it will make a difference. The last tool to silence the mind is a personal preference. What are you eating? How clean is the water you are drinking? What about your vitamins? Are they organic? What you put into your body can make all the difference. Do you fast? Are you eating ketogenic? Too many carbs? Are you eating vegetarian? These questions are important to inner peace because the regular diet is not the most peaceful diet for the mind. My personal preference is to mix it up. Take 2-week breaks from meat, 2-week breaks from carbs, 2-week breaks from vegetables, to experience the different levels of energy from the food I eat, and most of the time I eat less carbs and less processed food. The point of this tool is to be in harmony with your inner soul and what feeds it. Find what works for you. As you put these 3 tools into practice, rhythmic breathing, as taught by the ancient sage Patanjali, reducing the noise and turbulence of the mind, and being careful what we put into our body energetically, we will accomplish silence of the mind. A pro tip: pay attention to your thoughts. If they are intrusive or constant, our minds need silenced. Inner peace, silence, and love. Chapter 2: Outer Silence. Your mind is at peace, but now you have to go back to the chaos. But you will be the calm of the storm, the eye of the hurricane. Now that your mind is calm, the things of the world disturb you less and less as you continually practice inner silence. Outer silence is possible. When someone insults you, you pay no mind. It doesn't faze you. A tough situation is easy to handle. You take a step back, look within, calm the mind, instantly let go of fear or worry, and act with ease. Moving in outer silence is the art of calmness, composure, and stealth. Calmness. In any situation, there is no need for fear. As Yoda said, there is no try, because trying insinuates a limit, a fear, a lack of some sort. But there are no limits. There are no fears. There is no lack of abundance. Only what you put in your mind. If you were in a combat situation, would you perform and protect yourself in the best way under stress, fear, unable to focus, or completely calm, without fear, in full confidence? The essence of calmness is coming to terms with life and death. Are you ready to die? If not, why? It's not do you want to die. Almost no one really wants to die. The question is, if you were to die, are you ready to die? Every moment is our last dance. If you are not at peace, then your dance is not a dance, but a slaving away of the soul. Calm yourself, set your heart free, and you will dance a glorious dance. Look within as you practice inner silence and clear away fears so you can move at complete peace, unattached, unafraid. Come to terms with your soul. It is where you want to be. If not, is it where you want to be? If not, change it. It's not a thing that takes an eternity. It's an instant choice. I will begin to shine. I will begin to work out. Get down, do a set, breathe, and repeat. No try. Composure. The art of composure is the ability to be unshakable in any situation. If your boss says something rude to you, you can't blow up and respond. If you do, they may not be your boss anymore. All jokes aside, we have to be able to keep our composure in life. It's important to be able to walk into a room with numerous badasses and feel right at home. It's important to be able to walk through hell and feel no fear. It's important to endure any circumstance to get where you want. To be resilient is the key. It is developed over time. To walk through fire, you have to be able to get burned. To be able to get burned, you have to be able to feel pain. To be able to feel pain, you have to go through some, which we all have. To know our strength is key. Intense exercise helps to build resilience. Meditation helps to build resilience. Hard experiences help us to and have built resilience. Most of us are more resilient than we know. Build resilience to be able to keep yourself composed. Stealth. To be stealthy is the essence of silence. When you move in stealth, no one can read you. No one knows what you are up to or what you are capable of. You don't show your emotions to those you don't want to. You always live with peace in your heart, but no one knows that because you are straight-faced. You don't tell people your feelings because you feel peace. Why would you complain? Why would you say, guys, I am so at peace? No need. Let people think what they want. You are at peace. You don't care what people think. When unreadable, no one can break your wall. They don't see a wall, but it's there, and they know it. It might be there, and that it might be as thick as iron, but the unknown is more intimidating than the iron itself. Nobody knows what you are thinking. Nobody knows how you feel, and that is good, because in combat, your enemy shouldn't know what you're thinking. In business, you don't want your so-called friends who actually would stab you in the back to know what you are thinking. We have true friends, of course, who need to learn. Peace, who need our help, which is why I am writing this book, for those true of heart. but many are not for our benefit, which is why we must move in silence. Don't show your wealth. Don't tell people if you have a good heart. Those with an evil heart will tell you that they have a good heart. They will not tell you they have a bad heart. Better to keep your life private to those who are not kind, not truthful, not loving. That is why we must move in silence. Silence the mind, silence our movements, silence our life, and live at peace. Living in silence is a form of love. There are times to speak up, but you will know when that is. First, get your life in order to calm yourself and your surroundings, to calm the world. Be kind to one another. Show love to one another. Protect one another, but be silent. You can heal with your mind more than your words. Don't cast your pearls to those who care little for the beautiful things in life. They will just steal it and use it for their selfish desires. Move in silence. Some works to study are Patanjali Yoga Sutras, any and all meditation practices, and your heart and mind most of all. Peace and love, Ken J.